run 89 kilometers is something that people don't do on a normal day. You don't wake up and say, I'm going to do this.
Running's always been part of my life. The Comrades has always been there. That's from 14, 15 years of age.
Literally 9 months of training and you're there. The energy is just, you don't feel that on TV.
The minute you see the pins, it just starts hitting you and saying, you know what, this is it.
I think at that moment you realize that even though you're going to start with thousands and thousands of people, you are on your own.
At that point in time, I wasn't even thinking of the distance. I was just thinking of that first step. Running for me gave me that new challenge, something that I had never done before. You can do all the other races, but at the end of the day, Comrades is the ultimate. I want to achieve a Bill Rowan.
7 years ago, I was in a car accident, suffered a traumatic brain injury. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk. When I first started running, my balance was completely off. People used to laugh at me when they saw me. At the end of 2014, I decided that this was like a serious race and it's something that needs to be done.
In 2003, I had a huge wake-up call. My dad passed away with a stroke. I was seriously overweight. I was smoking like a chimney. From there, I started running again. Really slowly, the weight came off. It's just been my goal. I have to get my green number.
I'm running Comrades 2015 because last year I missed the cut-off by 7 seconds. You know, I made the decision later on that I will come back and I'll train harder, I'll make it better.
When the gun goes off, you've got to be so careful watching your feet. I've known people who've lost their shoes before. Well, that's the end of their Comrades.
It starts off all enthusiastic and everyone's happy and chatting. Once the sun starts to rise, I think it got a bit quieter, and that was after about 2 hours of running.
The vibe is just amazing. It's just like so exciting.
The uprun, the first half, has to be the toughest marathon there is in the world because you're climbing the whole way.
Up the hills, I mean, there was hardly anyone running up those hills. They just were way too long.
You have your big five, but there's so many little battles in between, unnamed hills that you don't even realize.
It really was taking it one step at a time.
Go, well done.
You've got to get this idea that you have to run Comrades out of your head, and you have to accept that you need to do a lot of walking, especially in the first 39 k's of Comrades.
I'm feeling good. My pace is not too bad. The first half is the most difficult. So obviously I'm gonna push it a bit faster in the second half.
Something like the Comrades, there is no ways you can pitch up and just think you can run it. No chance. Our club run starts at 6:15 and we'd be running at 8 o'clock at 8:30 at night, doing 25 k's or whatever on a Wednesday evening.
There are times when I don't feel like getting up and training. I feel like, no, this is too much of a job, but I have to.
The biggest challenges that I've experienced with the training has been just the amount of effort that one needs to put.
Everything had been fine up until just heading through Westville, heading up towards Cowes Hill. And that's really where the hassle started with my calf.
I really was feeling okay, a bit of pain, which I thought is normal. Everybody here is in pain.
I struggled with increasing my pace. The more pace I tried to increase, the more cramping that I got.
At around 30 kilometers, there was this pain. It felt like my kneecap was pulling off.
You know, I've had some good comrades and I've had other comrades, and it's always going to hurt. At some point in time, you stop expecting it to be different. And that's kind of when you unlock the secret, if you like, to finishing comrades.
I just feel terrible.
I'm sorry.
I'm broken.
Sorry.
Broken.
The thing about pain is your perception of pain. So it's the feedback that your body is giving to your mind about what your body is experiencing. The pain can be welcome to say, it's here, I feel it, and I'm going to make use of that in my run as well.
It's a mind game as well. Comrades is not only a physical achievement to get to where you need to be. You've got to condition your mind, you've got to train your mind. Your psychological preparation is just as important as your physiological preparation.
Run, walk, run, walk. Thanks to Melanie here. I thought I'd have been way behind.
I was very anxious, and I was just thinking, will I make it to Inchanga? Will I make it to Camperdown? I kept thinking about what's coming.
Often anxiety is created by a future-oriented approach because there are expectations. Family expect you to achieve that goal, your own expectations as well, and then the body sometimes responds to that anxiety.
At around 40K, I started feeling pain in my heart, and it just felt like my heart was racing. I just thought, this is worrying.
Tried to run again, was fine, then not fine. Pretty much walked most of the way from 30 kilometers.
You'll make it, come.
Already before getting to the halfway mark, I couldn't even increase my pace at all. My goal for a bell rowing was moving away from me.
Every single runner, whether you're going for that win or just finish the race, you get faced with that moment somewhere in the 60s. Am I going to carry on doing this? Am I going to finish comrades?
The support that you get along the way is second to none, and it is such a big lift. I don't think people would finish comrades if you didn't have that support along the road.
There was one man who said, come on, Shayla, come on, darling, you can do it.
You feel like a hero on the day that everybody knows your name. You forget about the fact that your name's on your race number or your bib, but that doesn't matter. It all gives you a lift and carries you through.
When runners say, enjoy comrades, what they're saying is open up your eyes and look around you and take the race in for what it is.
There's a gentleman that I met and we ran together for the last 30 Ks and we pushed each other to get to the finish line.
Going up out of Drummond, got a bit of medication. That definitely helped, and I was actually feeling best that I had felt the whole run.
When I got to 49 and a half, I knew, and I had mentally made the decision. And I just thought, if it's pain that is threatening your life, you have to stop. That's what happened.
What was in my mind was I either give up or I can try and get to the next cutoff. So I thought, let me just try.
And I really pushed it from there, and I was feeling good, doing close to 5 minutes a cake.
And I looked at my watch and the cutoff was at 20 to 1. And then I saw a sign that said 1 kilometer to go. I tried to go as fast as possible.
I'm worried about the cutoff.
Do you think you've got enough time?
No, I don't think so. That's the problem.
Trying to get closer and closer, but the clock just motored. Unfortunately, that was the end.
I was disappointed. I didn't start to do 60 kilometers of Comrades. I went there to finish it.
When I think about it, I was still on my feet. I should have carried on.
That's just the nature of Comrades. You have to experience failure in order to learn from it and just move on forward and give it your best shot in the next time.
I actually had a plan for Polyshots. I was gonna walk Polyshots from the beginning to the end with pride, and that's all I did. I was just scared that my legs are gonna collapse on me. So, you know, those last few steps, before and after, it was such a big achievement. I was just very happy to finish.